So a rumor has sprung up recently involving PlayStation Productions' slate of upcoming TV shows and movies, and of course, this concerns Sly Cooper and Ratchet Clank. So let's take a look. How's it going, everyone? Blueknight here, and welcome back to the channel. So, for those who don't know, PlayStation Productions was announced quite a few months back, and with it, we learned that PlayStation would be adapting its own IPs into films and TV shows. The projects that were directly mentioned at the time were the Uncharted film, which releases next year, and the announcement of a Twisted Metal TV show. But as for Sly Cooper, nothing was ever stated whatsoever concerning the TV show after it was removed from both Technicolor and PGS Entertainment's websites, leading many fans to believe that the show was transferred over to PlayStation Productions, seeing as PlayStation basically wants to handle all of those projects themselves as opposed to outsourcing them to other studios like with the Ratchet & Clank movie. Well, a new rumor has surfaced today regarding not just Sly Cooper, but also Ratchet & Clank and a few other PlayStation IPs as well. Again, this is just a rumor. Do not take this as 100% confirmation of anything. As always, take this with a grain of salt. So apparently, a Twitter user by the name of Riffian posted what is seeming to be Sony's slate of PlayStation originals under the PlayStation Productions title. Unless they change that over to PlayStation Studios, I'm not sure. Anyways, the list is as follows. 2021, the Sly Cooper TV Show, which I'll come back to in a minute. Twisted Metal TV Show, Parappa for Rapper TV Show. In 2022, there's apparently going to be a Horizon Zero Dawn movie, and to be announced, the Ratchet & Clank TV show, I'm also going to come back to this, and a movie based on a new PlayStation IP. Now, as you can see, if true, this could mean multiple projects from various IPs are planned to release in just the next few years. The catch is, they're all listed to be released on either HBO for movies and HBO Max for the TV shows. For those who don't know, HBO is a premium TV network, meaning for so much more a month, you can add this set of channels added on top of your existing TV package, where you get exclusive programming and stuff like that, to my understanding at least. Or, you could just subscribe to the service, stream everything, and save a little bit. But I personally don't have HBO, so that might be an issue for me. Anyways, back to the topic. The reason for this move, according to Riffian, is that Warner Media and Sony Interactive Entertainment's relationship is cemented as far as I know. Shows will be Max originals on HBO Max, while movies will be on HBO around 4 months following a theatrical release. This statement right here does happen to fit in with an announcement a few months back that The Last of Us would be getting a TV show, and you guessed it, it's coming to HBO. And strangely enough, the TV show for The Last of Us, nor the Uncharted film, are even listed here. The latter we know releases in theaters on July 21st of next year. So it's obviously going to be released on HBO around November, right? Well, that's where I kind of start to doubt the legitimacy of this list. But at the same time, there's absolutely nothing I could find to debunk this. I mean, the Twisted Metal TV show, one of the confirmed projects, is listed, saying that to their knowledge was done with production and likely will be a big budget production. Now, in the following tweet, Riffian stated that there's more in the slate that's to be announced to my knowledge. So that gives some explanation of why Uncharted and The Last of Us were not listed. Now, in regards to the Sly Cooper TV show, they said this: Sly Cooper was due out in 2019, but couldn't find a network. Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon denied them. They went to FXX, where it was meant to premiere, but once Disney acquired 20th Century, they said no. So now, Warner Media has it. So we knew that a 2019 release date was unintentionally leaked, and then heard rumors that both Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon turned down the show for being too dark or something along them lines. But what we did not know, provided that this is true, that they tried pitching it to Fox, which I would assume almost got picked up until Disney came along, which I guess brings it to HBO under Warner Brothers. Same for the other shows based on PlayStation IPs like Ratchet & Clank, which I do want to get into because this is a rather interesting situation, which, like I've been saying, if it's even true. As back in 2016 we got the Ratchet & Clank movie, and the box office results were not that good. It didn't even earn back its overall budget. So why on earth would Sony give Ratchet & Clank another chance outside of the games? Simple. Because Sony considers the Ratchet & Clank franchise as a vital IP, combined with the fact that the PS4 game became not only Insomniac's best-selling game of all time until Spider-Man came along, but also the best-selling Ratchet & Clank game of all time. But there's an issue if a Ratchet & Clank TV show does happen, if this is true. And it's sort of the same issue when it comes to the next game. And that is, which continuity will it be based on? Will the show be based on the reimagining or the main series? Like, say if the next game was to be a post into the Nexus game, and the show would just continue from where that game leaves off. Or don't do that and just have the show continue the film's story while allowing the games to continue from where Into the Nexus left off. So that way, both the reimagined series and the main series can continue at the same time and still be able to please both audiences. That's how I could possibly see it working out. But at the end of the day, PlayStation's upcoming film and TV projects are most likely going to go to HBO. You just have to pay a little bit more to watch these titles, or just wait for them to come to DVD and Blu-ray. Now before I go, I want to quickly bring up something Sly Cooper related that came up recently. Sanzaru Games' Matt Kramer posted on his Facebook page, which can no longer be found, some concept art for a cancelled PS Vita Sly Cooper game called Network of Thieves. And honestly, I think this would be a great title for Sly 5 if it ever happens. But this game was before Sly 4, just keep that in mind. The concept art in question is for a level taking place in Transylvania with a boss called Dr. Mortimer, who is a bat, who I assume has something to do with this castle in the concept art, which if you ask me, reminds me a bit of Prague from Sly 2, not gonna lie. But anyways guys, that is going to be it for today's video. So what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about Sly, Ratchet & Clank, and other PlayStation IPs going to HBO? Be sure to leave it all down in the comments section below, and also be sure to stay tuned to the channel in case any more Sly Cooper or Ratchet & Clank updates pop up. And once again, thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. I've been Blueknight, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye!